Hello everyone, my name's Deirdre Marcinkevic, but you can call me Dee. Today I'm here to talk to you all about my own personal philosophy of management. Now, because of time constraints, I cannot cover every minute detail about how I plan to approach things and lead the charge, as it were, but I'll be sure to cover the basics. With that out of the way, let's get started. Oh, my dog just ran over there. Well, in any case, firstly, in regards to ethics, I by and large agree with the Society of American Archivists' core values and ethics statement. I believe that all we do is meant to help further knowledge to our users and to help them with whatever they need. That said, there are some ethical quandaries that I have strong opinions on, and for the purposes of this job, there's one primary one. I believe that the professional use of generative AI is harmful to not only the honesty and integrity of institutions such as this, but also what it means to be a human itself, which sounds a little nuts, but I have good reasons. Misinformation can spread insanely easy with it, and it will be strictly forbidden here in the workplace. In addition, there are copyright issues with the use of AI, and according to the University of British Columbia, there are questions about the legality of the use of copyrighted material and training data used to create AIs, especially those that use artworks. At the time of writing, there is an open court case against Stable Diffusion for its use of copyrighted artworks. So, in short, the use of AI would be one of my biggest ethical concerns, considering the use of, considering how much it's been used in recent days. I mean, look at how many students have been caught using ChatGPT in both undergrad, grad school, and even in elementary and high schools. It's a pretty big issue at the moment, and I take concern with it, especially in the workplace. Now, moving on to diversity as a whole, I am mindful of it. And while it sounds corny, I do believe that diversity is one of the greatest strengths a group of people can have. Having multiple perspectives and opinions when making choices can help us make decisions that benefit everyone, not just a shallow amount of privileged people. Libraries and archives are for everyone. And by focusing on diversity here in the workplace, be it in our team or considered as a part of the appraisal process for what we pick up, it can help not only strengthen our users' connection to us, but also strengthen the community as a whole. Evans and Greenwell dedicated an entire chapter of their book on diversity in this position, and they list different ways of viewing it. Out of the options, I see myself as a mix between the multiculturalist and a transcendent. In short, I want to be a goal for us to focus on diversity here. Communication is another very important part of this position, and I want open, honest communication to be the norm. I myself am autistic, and I've struggled with certain aspects of communication and understanding others for most of my life. As such, I know how a lack of understanding and communication can hurt relations between people or even people and institutions. To help bridge a potential gap between each other or between us and users, I have a few policies. First off, communicate with others as clearly and unambiguously as possible. This includes me as well. And if at any point you have questions about work that needs to be done or its nature, just ask me. I'll be an open book. Secondly, remember to stay flexible and kind with others. Sometimes a person's demeanor may shift or may seem unreasonable to you, but remember to keep an open mind. Like I've said a million times at this point, the library is a place for everyone, and making sure everyone feels welcome and understood here is very important. And making sure that you are communicating in a way to bridge the gap between others who may not be neurotypical is an important thing to keep in mind. Finally, in regards to financial management, it is my goal to allocate what funds we have towards our organization's foremost goals and maintenance. When acquiring and appraising new records, keep diversity in mind during the process. While we have a goal to modernize the institution, allocating funds towards things like updated computer hardware and software is important. In short, financial management depends a lot on the individual needs of our institution on a yearly basis. However, I know that I will fight to keep your pay rate at the same or higher, and I will never cut your paycheck when I'm able. And apparently my dog doesn't like that. I'm trying to record a video here. This guy. All right, where am I? I will fight to keep your pay rate the same or higher, and I will never cut your paycheck where I'm able. I personally believe that you are all the core of this institution, and that even if you are not as high in the company totem pole as I am, you still play an absolutely integral role in our success. As such, I will fight for you and your success regardless of the consequences to me. At the core of my managerial philosophy is a single word: kindness. being and promoting our strength and diversity, a system of ethics that treats everyone with respect and equity, open and honest communication that doesn't discriminate against neurodivergent people, and financial management that puts you all first. Kindness is my number one goal. We must be mindful of our differences, our different strengths and weaknesses, and use it to pull forward as a unit. And as your manager, it will be my utmost goal to support you in this way. Now, I just want to give out a couple of resources I use to write this. I used the SAA Core Value Statement and Code of Ethics. I used an article on generative AI. I used a lot of the Evans and Greenwald book, notably chapters 5, 9, and then 11 through 15. And then finally, I used the one paper, the Stop Asking Neurodivergent People to Change the Way They Communicate. All those sources helped me immensely, along with the lectures for this class in preparing this. And I just want to say thank you so much for this semester. And I apologize for my dog interrupting me in the middle of my spiel. But yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.